What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. And this is Big Games B.S. brought to you by part of Den Media Group, presented by alphacliniconline.com. Alphacliniconline.com is the go-to website for all things male enhancement. It could also help you get on time, or actually tell time. It's 9:30 when we start. So right now, set your clocks to 9:30, and you'll be on time for everywhere that you go. Is it working on the Sports Den Twitter now?
Oh wow! Did you do something different?
No.
I just been clicking.
Oh no, it doesn't have a check mark. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. It has a check mark for my big game one. It doesn't have the check mark for the yeah. All right. Well, anyways, we're back inside the world's greatest cigar lounge, Goodfellas. We've been off for the summer because my schedule was a little bit crazier. Now I had to take kids to school. Anybody else having like I'm already F school already. My kids are done with school as well, so like they don't even care anymore. Florida, yeah, I guess whatever that. But can we get a Sports Den reunion? Sure can. Just holler at Denny.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, just tell Denny. Just say, Denny, when we gonna get you back on the Sports Den? Like Denny's the one that can't do it. It ain't me.
Gotten too hot for TV.
Well, not that. Not Denny's just training everybody in the world. He's got first overall picks, and Caleb would like that paint their fingernails. Oh yeah, we got the fantasy. If you were on the fantasy thing last year and you're still a member, just click the link. You should have got something about that. But anyways, we'll get into all of those different things here shortly. AlphaClinicOnline.com. Go check that out. Make sure you tell them Big Game sent you so that you can get a free blood panel review. They'll check all those different things out for you. I saw my boy Anthony men. I'm not sure how it works with women yet. I believe it works with women, but I know with men, older men, cheat code, BPC 157, NAD plus, CoQ10. Figure out how to get those three supplements into your life. Fountain of Youth, you're gonna be feeling really, really good. You know where you can get those though? AlphaClinicOnline.com. You can get those things. I was about to say subscribe. They will prescribe you the correct doses, because one of the things we just be out here is just out here freestyling sometimes when it comes to supplements. You read the back, and there's no way that you could have a guy who weighs. How much you weigh, Jaden?
About 175.
Okay, well you're actually a decent size. You're not a petite male like that. You're tall, but you're not petite. There's no way Paul Feinbaum needs the same amount of supplement that I need. His ears may need that, but there's no way Paul Feinbaum needs to be taking the same amount of BPC, whatever. Like it. So whatever Paul, if it says, a lot of times I'll be back there freestyling when I get the stuff, and I see it says a normal human serving is 1 pill. I just go ahead and take 2. It worked for drugs. I mean, I think it did at least. That might be also why I can't take Advil, the normal amount of Advil as everybody else now, because my body's used to it. But bottom line is, well, check your blood, they'll check all of these different things, and they will prescribe you the correct dosages so that you're out here living your best life and being vital. The key is for 2024 is to create more Knowles. So I need some of y'all is too early in life for your pencil not to be working, and it's too early in life for some of you ladies to need your oil changed or for you to be dried up. We need these things operating at maximum efficiency. Alpha Clinic does that for you. Got some friends coming to town, so I will probably be up here at Goodfellas this weekend vibing. We got a live band. Not sure who it is. If it's my boys, they're going to be good. Also, we should be turning it up here very, very, very shortly with promotion of our Labor Day kickoff stuff that we're going to be doing for FSU's first home game, which is Labor Day weekend against Boston College. So we'll be having a Sunday night event, as well as our traditional tailgate that I hope to see all of you people there for. For those who don't know, we just hit our 6,000 members. We gave the giveaway. Was it Monday we did the giveaway? Was it last week?
It was Monday because we couldn't do it on the day. We did it the day after.
Okay, so we had our live giveaway. Julia got it. Her husband or boyfriend, excuse me, my bad. I ain't gonna speak that over that man's life yet. They were vibing. They listened to the show, and she got that, and hopefully, she has not responded yet, but hopefully she got that man a $150. Gave him $150 so he can get his haircut and get some lunch. Adrian, no, I did not get the link up last night. I will get the link up today. That is on my agenda to get the link up today, as well as send you the people who have bought the season passes. We'll make sure that they get all those things going up. So that's all. So let's get to the housekeeping. That's basically all the. Primo, it's not about the haircut, Primo. It's about the $150. That's something that women ask for all the time. Like, Ruben P, the pick'em. I'll have those in the comments. Actually, Moss, can you type up YouTube? Show them before we go to that stuff. Click into our YouTube so we can show people how to get to this stuff. Just like the regular YouTube.com. So then we're going to actually give you guys a play-by-play of where announcements will be made. So if you are one of the right now, because we're going to get a lot of pretty decent amount of viewers on the live. If you're on Twitter right now, I'm not fucking talking to you. So you need to go to YouTube. Just take a break from Twitter. Click on YouTube, create a profile. Actually, if you're one of damn near every American, you should have a Gmail at this point in your life. So that's all you need to have a YouTube channel. I mean, not a channel, excuse me, to get to YouTube. Go to YouTube, click subscribe. We get to 7,000. We give away $500 to anybody who's listening to the show. We give away $200 to a member, and we also give away the amount of likes for the show. Matter of fact, Primo, Louis, do both, please. Run YouTube in the background, watch it on Twitter. Don't really give a damn how you do it, but we get points for YouTube. I don't get anything. Elon ain't giving me shit. So you got that. So, okay, so here we go. Boom. So that's it. So this is the YouTube thing right here. So if you go to community, please, Miles. Oh, wow. Is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. All right. Click on community. Community, for people who don't know, YouTube is basically Twitter and Facebook, except for it has better live stuff. So we will put in the community link. So right now, this is the community link for, I'm pretty sure you're not a member, Miles, which is fine. But this is what it just looks like. If you're a member, you will see something with the link for the college football pick'em. You will see something in the link for pigskin pick'em. You will see something in the link for the fantasy football or any kind of specific stuff that we are giving away to members. Now, and even on your membership level, if you're an all-in member, I'm talking to you on a level that you don't even need to entertain. So that's right now. I think that's only 3 people that's all-in members right now. One of them actually got my phone number. Now, once we blow up, I'm changing my number on you, Fatal Jedi. But Fatal Jedi is my guy. He's been an all-in member from day one. I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, now, Miles, if you go over there, click on that membership thing right there. And this is what I need you guys to consider, because I would like by the end of the year to have 500 members. The lowest membership, you don't have to be all in, is, keep going. It might be something you have to click. Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. That's our actual page. So it's not going to, because it's not going to actually show. Damn. All right, don't worry about it. But anyways, you click membership. That's where it is. We have membership levels from $3.99 all the way up to $99.99. So, Primo, I don't need you to go. Yeah, you just be a regular member is all. I mean, if we put it like this: if I have 500 people at $3.99, I'm going to be very, very content. That's pretty cool. Actually, even though YouTube takes 70%, YouTube only gives you 70% of the earnings. So Hell, if you want to cash at me, you can become a member. You can become whatever membership level you want to be, and you can backdate that bitch. So, we found it. All right, so there's $3.99. That's one of the memberships. Then you can go Den Insider, which was that $29?
$9.99.
Okay, then $9.99, then 20 something.
36 Mafia, $34.
So it's that, yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't let me do 36 and then all in. So it's 4 levels. Just get in on that, man. It's all good, but that's basically that. Now we can go to the regular housekeeping stuff. Basically, his Mandarin's very good. That's me sweating with the off. I love I hate taking regular pictures. You always gotta have the off, like you're pretending to do something. Yeah, and I don't even know what I'm looking at on my phone, sweating profusely.
Yeah, it is hot.
It was hot, man. It was hot. Like, I was thinking about wearing that because we got new Nike gear, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not wearing that. Not during no game. It looks like I'm crazy. But one of the things that Mandarin has is Rivals just released their updates. I do not coach games in Crocs, though, by the way, just for those who don't know. Toby does not allow that. I am in Nike. Because we're in Nike school now, I am strictly Jordans out there on that field, getting active. We have 3 players in the top 40, but we have 2 5-stars. Neither one of them are coming to Florida State. I know it's not my fault. Jamie French to the left, he's been a 5-star, and that's Hilton Drake Stubbs. He just got his 5th star. Number 1 safety in the nation, if I remember correctly, or one of the top ones. And then Terrell Jones is the 35th ranked prospect, who's our quarterback, who's committed to Florida State. August 30th for Jamie French, you'll find out where he's going. Drake Stubbs is committed to Miami, and Terrell Jones is committed to Florida State. So those are the guys that we have right now. Those are our big 3. We're building something over here on off of Greenland Road. One thing I would like everybody in the channel to do, this should be set up for by the end of the week. We will have a YouTube channel called Mandarin U, and we will be having all kinds of updates and kind of things like that. Just kind of cool documentary on some high school kids that are doing it pretty big. So, and there's some kids that are really, really good that are like I'm not mad at them for missing on these 2 5-stars. I will be furious. And it sounds weird to say, but in 4 years, if there's a specific kid from Mandarin not going to Florida State, I will be furious.
Is it that?
It's B5.
8th grade
state grade.
That's a grown man. Did y'all get him from the Dominican Republic? He is not 15.
He is 13. He's 13 legit.
13.
No, my bad. No, that's a lie. He's 14 now.
That's lies.
He just turned 14.
Who are you lying to?
Like, his dad's a big Negro. Again, here's the thing, though. I'm telling you, like, okay, so it didn't produce a lineman, but it produced something, right? So we have to look into this. Bryson's mom, clearly white. Katie, with a white name, Katie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even though it's a little ethnic spelling with the Katie, it's not Katy or Katie, it's Kadie. So it's a little bit of.
She's from the West Side.
But she's not traditional white. Like, she's definitely like her food is seasoned. She is not like any. Like, I'm here to tell you guys, my George, love you to death. You ain't got a chance with Katie. George don't stand a chance with Katie. Like she likes her men crispy. And all her kids are mixed, and again, I'm not even gonna get into it because it sounds bad. But if I told you the stereotype, you would flip it the other way. You'd be like, I know that's an inner city mom. Nope, she's a very good, hardworking white woman. 3 baby daddies, all black. Cute daughter, cute as hell too, man. One of them cute little mixed girls right there. But both sons are tall. And I think one's signed Division I. I forgot where he went to St. Augustine. I forgot what school he went to, but he's a wide receiver. But the little brother is bigger than, like Bryson's way bigger than his older brother right now. Yeah. So Just here to tell the truth, man. I'm not here like this is not. I hope this is not to disparage anybody, but this is just what the case is, and I think she's awesome. I think they're awesome people. I love Kobe. Kobe's the dad, but Kobe's really black. He's hood St. Augustine black, which is only like one street, but it's like hood for real. Like you go to St. Augustine in some of those places, and you'd be like, all right, man, let me get the fuck out of here. Ironically, there was a pool dead smack dab in the hood in St. Augustine.
Wow.
Just made absolutely no sense. I'm like, this pool could have been better used somewhere else. But whatever. Anyways, going to the next thing.
Feeding these kids?
I don't know, but I need to figure it out.
It can't be what we got next year.
No. Oh, actually, yes, it is what we have next year. I have yet to see Bryson eat a well-cooked meal. Now, his daddy eats oxtails and all these other different things, and he wants Burger King with a soda. And again, that's what I try to tell people. I don't need a birth certificate once you talk to him. That motherfucker is every bit of 14 years old.
I just can't believe
he is literally the most
you or me. Like
immature
he's
kid.
size.
He's very immature. He's extremely immature. But he's mature as hell when he buckles them chin straps. He's
a grown man.
But I blow this up right here. I saw this in one of my Seminole group chats, and it bothered me. I don't know who made this, but this is the tier maker. This is what we need. I guess tier maker app. I guess is what we need to do. So we can.
That's what we're using last.
They did their tier maker of fast food, and this is clearly an abomination to life and sports. One. Tier 1 is just one. Who is eating Domino's that can afford it? Tier 1 should be things that you aspire to eat. Like, I'm broke. I might not eat tier 1. Tier 1 is payday. First payday, I'm going to go get some of these items.
But it's still fast food.
But I'm saying, like, I can eat better fast food because bottom tier is I don't have any money. I need to go get me some food. And the fact that we got that stepped on ass chicken up there in the number one, still, like, as much as they've been disappointed, the only thing good at Chick-fil-A right now is their peach milkshake.
When did you switch? You used to love Chick-fil-A.
I did, but until when COVID happened, they really they really just stopped caring about us like that. They be fucking with the fries. I really get mad about my fries, man. Five Guys, people can say they're expensive, yes, but Five Guys is going to give you the $300 you spend on the burger in French fries.
Facts.
So, like, you're not going to leave Five Guys hungry. You could just order fries at Five Guys and be full.
Yeah.
And their ketchup is better. It's just the
no
overall,
weak at heart peanut allergies. It's that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay with Five Guys being there. Panera?
Yeah, get that all the way. That's not even fat.
That means a lot of y'all have never been in a hospital, which is cool. Panera ain't nothing but hospital food. Like, that's what Panera is, man. That's all Panera is.
Great way to describe it.
Wawa, okay. Wawa's top tier of gas station. Let's bring that down to C, though.
C?
Yeah, I mean, it's good for a gas station.
But, I mean, if we're going to have a gas station, you got to have one at least in the B tier.
Wawa, I mean, we can put it in B. Wawa's not bad, but I'm just not like Wawa's. I need to stop somewhere. Domino's, I don't know the last time I ate. The last time I ate Domino's pizza, I believe they had this little creature that was selling the commercials. Like, that's the last time. Yeah, the joint. Yeah, Zoid. You probably don't even know what that is. Like, that's the last time I ate that. And Popeyes is pure nostalgia. Popeyes hasn't been good in decades, man.
I haven't even
outside
seen
of the chicken sandwich.
Facts.
The chicken sandwich was good. Bojangles, no.
Sheets, I
don't even know.
I worked at Sheets. That's in like PA and all that. It's actually, it's like Wawa. It's like Wawa.
McDonald's, put it in tier D. We just eat it. Nobody eats McDonald's because they just want to.
Yeah.
You have kids, or like it's just it's convenient.
Fries S tier though. The fries are
Waffle House. I fucks with Waffle House no matter what. Like, I can't not fuck with Waffle House. Wendy's hasn't been good since the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger was no longer 99 cents. So Shake Shack should probably be up higher if you're going to do that. I actually like Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's. Pizza Hut I prefer way over Domino's. Raising Cane's is only good if you don't like seasoning on your chicken tenders.
Just switch that B and C tier completely.
Yeah,
Just
I'll do
flop
that.
them.
Yeah. Anyways, just go through this. Tell me what you guys' favorite. Why is Subway even on the this person's never had? Oh man, my bad. I shouldn't even read this shit.
This whole list is this part is what they never had.
Cookout. You know what I'm saying? They never had Zaxby's. Never had
that's
Moe's.
crazy.
If you had you've had
Churches.
Crystals. If you had White Castle, Whataburger is clearly high tier if you're going to get a burger. Cookout. I hope they never eat Cookout. I don't want anybody else in the world to experience what I experienced at the Cookout that I ate.
Where is it at?
The one that I ate in South Carolina when we went up there for the lacrosse trip. It was just nothing but it was a bunch of grilled onions on an overcooked patty from the worst cookout patty that you could ever get.
Experience.
It's terrible.
Someone from the South did not make this list, and someone from the South has to make this list.
Arby's needs to be on the list for nothing other than we still don't know how Arby's is open. Arby's isn't bad, Miles. We did this thing, and it wasn't bad. I was impressed. Like I'm not gonna go. Like I've never woke up and said, "Man, damn, I need a roast beef sandwich, a hot roast beef sandwich." But it wasn't bad. If somebody gave me a roast beef sandwich, I'd eat it.
Culver's isn't even on this list, and Subway is garbage. I've been waiting for the world to catch up. It is garbage.
I miss Boston Market.
Your dog.
Boston Market gave you the idea that you were eating healthy, even though I don't know how healthy it was. The cornbread was awesome.
Yep.
I liked the roasted chicken.
And the skin. Oh.
Yeah, the skin was good. They had I always got I think it was corn and then the cream spinach. But I know that cream spinach wasn't good for me. There's no way cream spinach tastes good and good for you. Anyways, but this person is just crazy. They got Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's is the same. They don't even
same thing.
List is pie. I just realized it. Ain't no checkers on the list.
It's at the very bottom.
Oh, he's never had checkers? Bro, what the fuck, man?
I know. Zaxby's could be S tier for me. I love Zaxby's.
I love Zaxby's. Zaxby's is what like you people are making Raising Cane's to be. Anyways, Sbarro, this guy's clearly never been to a mall. He's never had Sbarro. Yeah. Some of these places are clearly in the mall, but yeah, just again, give me what are you guys' favorite? That'll be our question of the day. What's your favorite? What's your go-to restaurant?
It's kind of messed up how we've had at least 90% of this.
I've eaten most of that. Yeah. I've had it's been years for some of them. I've had A&W. I've had Cookout, Checkers, Zaxby's. There's no Pollo Tropical on there. That's crazy. We just had that the other night.
Yeah.
White Castle, Moe's, Jubilee is basically Filipino fast food.
It's not good. Boston Market,
Quiznos, Qdoba. I haven't heard that in a while. That's crazy. I like Qdoba. I used to like Qdoba.
It's all right.
You never had Steak and Shake? Never. This person is not here.
Yeah, where are you from?
Little Caesars. Kids will mess you up over Little Caesars. Panda Express. My mind's changing on Panda Express because I don't go to the mall as often. And sometimes I just want bourbon chicken. And they got bourbon chicken like ready right now with some good lo mein. It's easy.
Hey, what's
up,
up? Hey, how's it going?
You booting us out?
No,
I'm just messing with you.
Doing the podcast.
Oh.
Live today with the football players.
Oh.
I didn't know if there was something over here or in here. I didn't know.
Oh. No clue. Cool. Right. Texas Jack. I've never had Jack in the Box. I've seen commercials for Jack in the Box. Roy Rogers.
I've never had that one. That's one.
Does that say Portillo's? Oh, Portillo's is amazing.
I haven't had that one either. Okay.
Mr. Roboto is not a national chain. That's a Tallahassee chain. And Mr. Roboto's is not. Yes, it is.
Is it?
It's fast food hibachi.
You can't.
Exactly. It's great for college students. It's just like California Chicken Grill is amazing when you're in college. Once you've eaten like real, like I don't want fast food hibachi, man. I want to sat down in front of the person with the fire, doing the little volcano, and like it's the men who not the men who ate America. It's like the History Channel starting to do history stuff again. And they started with the men who created America, and now they're doing like the fast food chains that created America. And they talk about Benihana's and how it got started. And he needs a whole like a dedicated TV series to the guy who created Benihana's.
Really?
That Japanese man was nuts and amazing. Like he would thrive in today's society. Like he's a character. He needed social media to be great. But anyways, though, I just had a question. We got some continuations on things that have been going on in the news that we like to get into because that makes us look like either I'm wrong which I'm not wrong about a lot, or I was right and we want to talk about that.
Actually, I don't know how to transition to this next one.
Oh, Chomos deserve less.
Well, there's your transition.
Chomos like people. Matter of fact, the person who's never eaten at some of these people deserves. I question if he's not. My bad. Yeah, because you do not get to molest kids and have sympathy. If you're looking for sympathy, look for it in the dictionary. It's between shit and syphilis. And this dude right here is breaking down convicted child rapist who competed at the Olympics, breaks silence and weeps after getting booed throughout the games. I don't think if that's the worst you do, you receive.
Right. You should be booed in life.
Like the energy that they gave that lady, the ugly lady.
Oh, the
Aman Khalif or whatever. The ugly lady, that's the energy we should be giving the Chomo.
Right. He should be booed when he goes to the grocery store.
Like they should be throwing eggs at him. Like,
why aren't you in jail?
Like
how
that's
are you with
the crazy
free people.
Why? How are you competing at the Olympics? Like, mind you, people are like it's illegal in Algeria to be gay. Like, not to be a transmission, to be gay, it's illegal. Like, not just to live, like just you are gay. Jail. 20 years. Even the logic is so backward. I know what I'm going to do to you. I know what will change you from being gay. I'm going to lock you in. I'm going to lock you up for years around the same sex. And that's going to make you that's going to encourage you to change your mind. Not that, oh, well, I'm like a kid in a candy store now. Like now, if they took you and they put you in like gen pop of a male prison or something like that, okay. I think that's crazy too, but I'm just saying the thought process doesn't make any sense. Like,
right.
Lock me in a room full of other people that are just like me and no opposite sex is not going to change me. But I know this: lock him up in a room. Again, make this easy on all of us. Like, if you, it's even I'm even willing to like have some kind of no grace. Like, you can't wait. Like 18 is like literally what it is. Damn. And if you're in a foreign country, some of it's like 16. Like to be a child rapist, man, dog, it means you're really a predator.
Ooh, shoot. Yeah, she was 12 years old. So it wasn't like a close to type of thing.
Come on, dog. 12?
Yeah.
You seducing her with Peppa Pig? Like, how do you set the mood with a 12-year-old, bro? Come on, man. Like, this is bullshit. Fuck you and your tears, man.
You just got me. Not gonna allow.
Fuck you and your tears,
You're going
man.
to hell by yourself. I will be going to heaven.
Listen, man. Hell is the worst place to go on accident. So if you're gonna go, it's gonna be a lot of people there. Like, wait a minute, like that South Park episode. We're not supposed to be here. I'm Christian. I'm Catholic. The correct answer was Mormon. It is Mormons. Mormons.
Oh my god.
Nah, actually, because they chomos and polygamists in the Mormons. But that's just a broad brushstroke of everybody offending everybody this morning.
Apparently, it says his controversial participation occurred as the Dutch Olympic Committee felt the convicted child rapist has been successfully rehabilitated.
Did they
fixed him?
Did they cut him? Now, I'm willing to be like, you know what? You did your time. They sliced you off. You could no longer harm anybody else. I'm cool with you. Like Louisiana, they doing the the liquid castration or whatever to Chomos.
Really?
If they did that to him, then I might be okay. But right now, actually, no. You're still representing the country. Like,
not ours.
Not ours. No,
Yeah.
no, hell no. America would probably. Like, the reality of the situation is American exceptionalism marginalizes everything. As long as he's really that good, if that motherfucker was Noah Lyles, we'd figure it out. But Noah is right now trying to figure out if he wants to transition too. So, like, we don't know what's going on. I like Noah. Being gay is not a disability. Like, that's just who you happen to like. I don't like that motherfucker can run. I don't care what anybody can say. He can kiss whoever he want to kiss as long as he's winning gold. Remember, the best comedy thing I heard is if we had a team full of transmissions play Alabama Crimson Tide in their prime and beat Alabama, everybody's thoughts on gays would change. If you can win, you can win. But anyways, going to the next thing, like I don't like, but the Australian lady did cheat though. I think I sent you a separate email with that one, Moss.
Okay.
But we can go to this. Actually, one thing to be an American, this person, I will give this person citizenship. This is assholism to another level, but you gotta to win, you have to be an asshole. Winners are assholes. Special Paralympics starts now, and table tennis is one of the in any Olympics. It's always a good one. But watch this guy's strategy and tell me you don't love this.
공략을 하는 것이
뜨고 싶은 위치를 딱 찍어 놓으면 그대로 들어가는 것 같습니다.
그렇죠.
Oh no.
이브라임 선수도 배웠어요. 우리가 살짝 있었어요. 최영배 선수 보면서.
예.
역회전을 주고 진짜 편안하게 경기를 하시는 것 같아요.
He can't spike it. So like it doesn't even hurt.
가능하기 어려울 것 같아요.
This guy in the red is an asshole, man.
자, 정말
He broke the game.
되게 짧잖아요. 그러니까 스포인트에서 스핀을 감소시키고.
예. 자, 이렇게 주영배 선수가 게임 스코어 3대 0으로
That's amazing. Wow. You know what that's like? So there's a story. I almost beat up an autistic kid. This is years ago.
No story like that. Please,
This is
let
years
there
ago.
be no story
Years
like that.
ago. Well, Kenny can't put F them trans. You're full of shit. You're full of, like, you don't even got to listen to this. I know you're full of shit. People been boycotting football since Kaepernick took a knee.
Yeah,
and y'all the people who boycotted the most give me the most information about stuff. Just like everybody was boycotting the Olympics because of the dinner supper or whatever. What did I tell you? Drake called it Sunday dinner. The Last Supper. He called it Sunday dinner. All the Christians were boycotting it, but knew every exact thing that happened in the Olympics. That's the exact opposite of boycotting.
You go watch soccer?
You know what? Actually, you know what? That's like me. I boycott soccer every day. Even if I'm not going to talk. You know how you can tell I boycott soccer? I don't know a goddamn thing about soccer. Boycott means you don't know anything. Like, it ceases to exist for you. You've changed. You've done a 180. And I promise you, if you're a red-blooded American and you have ever played this sport, you do not give a damn. Okay. I could probably ruin your image of some football players right now to let you know that they probably dance a way that you don't like. But you know what the motherfuckers did? They made sacks, they tackled people, and they ran very, very fast.
This experiment already happened when Dennis Rodman came into the league.
Dennis Rodman was wearing a dress. But the only crazy thing about Dennis Rodman, actually, have we also learned?
Crazy thing.
Have we not learned anything that the person, like especially if you were living in the 80s, it's called the androgyny period. Some of y'all got to ask your parents about the 80s. But no, Charlie Murphy literally broke it down the best. The dude who was dressed the most like a bitch was getting all the bitches. Yeah. Dennis Rodman, I think he might have flipped a couple times. I would not be shocked if he has not been with if he's ever been with a transmission. But I'll tell you this: he's been with Madonna in her prime. Right. He's been with some bad ones, and he's got a daughter that just led the U.S. team to gold.
Oh, really?
I don't know anything about soccer, but I know gold medals. I know he won gold.
That's crazy. Wow.
But like he's also got these crazy stories, man, where he talked about how he broke his thing 3 times.
Forget that. Didn't he meet with the North Korean?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Like
that's you got to be crazy if you're going to be on that side like that. Like, and while you're playing, I like Dennis Rodman. I don't like the way Dwayne Wade's doing it. I like the way Dennis Rodman did it though. It was more in your face. He did not lie to us.
I can't help it. Dwayne Wade was such a hero for me growing up.
It's just the pain in the nails. He's going over the top right now. He's just wilding out. I think he wants to operate in the truth that he's not. That he's letting the sun operate. Well,
this is dangerous.
Whatever. Hey, let's just get back to the topic. Get back to the topics. What I don't even remember where we're at.
Yeah, we're here. Everything Georgia.
Oh, now this right here. Every man has been in this situation. This is why sometimes we talk about on this show. This is not a red pill show. I just speak what I think is the truth. I know men and women are equally ain't shit. He was with Carmen Electra. Damn, that was a crush. Carmen Electra could have got it. That was height MTV right there.
Yeah.
Warner Robin's man has died after jumping from a moving car going 70 miles per hour on I-75. His wife said she turned around to find him but couldn't. He and his wife were fighting when he jumped out. I'm here to tell you, I love my life too much, but I will admit there are some times where the worst place to get in an argument with a woman is in a car.
Yeah.
Whether you're right, wrong, or like we've seen it. Chris Brown got an argument with a woman in a car. He's still been getting punished for that for years. Ike Turner got his ass whooped in the car. Per What's Love got to do with it. Tina beat the shit out of him in that car. I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, man, you are tired of this stuff. You just open the car, just jump. Like, just jump, just go. And she did it. Whatever, she's guilty. Whatever they say she guilty of, she did that shit.
Because it pushed him far enough that he got over the fear of jumping out of a car at 70 miles per hour.
Not just jumping out of the car. You know other cars are driving 70 miles per hour. So you know if the jump doesn't do it for you, whatever's coming in traffic is better than what you're having to deal with in that conversation right there, man.
There's no way.
Like that's again, women are like, again, that's why they never trust anything that bleeds 4 to 7 days and doesn't die. Like, again,
what about she
trust your mother?
Him? Does that mean after? Like she stopped the car and looked and just gave up?
That's the wild. Well, yeah, I think she stopped. She could not find him on the like after he jumped out of the car. They don't know what happened to him.
How could you not find him anymore? What do you mean?
No, the man, maybe he planned all of this. Maybe it'd be like the guy. There was a famous case of a guy who robbed a bank and got on a plane and parachuted off of a plane, like in the 60s or something, out in Washington. Maybe that's what he did. He escaped.
Have you ever seen this?
Oh,
it just made you, you don't remember MTV and that?
No, I remember Beavis and Butthead. I just don't remember them jumping off of a car. Or is this the movie?
Yeah, it's the movie.
Oh, that movie was if my mom knew, that was one of the first movies I ever watched when I was coming up.
I think that's what he thought could happen. He could run and keep up with it. Let me pause before it gets too graphic.
Now, run that back, Miles. This is just another, since we're in continuation. We'll get to sports in a minute. Trust me. People talk about what's on TV now. And talk about cartoons grade. And how cartoons are influencing people. Show it, like, just in this chat right here. Show of hands. How many of you guys watched that and decided it was a good idea to jump out of a car?
I mean, clearly.
I mean, listen, I mean, we could talk all day. Cartoons were way worse. Way worse. Beavis and Butthead was just even though they did give us the inspiration for Hank Hill and King of the Hill, which is, I think, is a very underrated cartoon. I love it. But
it's a dope cartoon. Oh my gosh.
I've never wanted to do anything in a cartoon. Like, again, another continuation. I'm here for my people on the other side. We just mentioned this guy. At this point, man, it's just time to find a new hobby, my man. And Colin, I love what you're doing for the community now. You were a terrible person. I don't mean that. Not the knee. The knee did not make him a terrible person. Look up Colin Kaepernick before he got woke. That was a terrible person. Like, he was sleeping with teammates' girlfriends, almost got his car sawed in half.
Really?
Yes, bro. It was crazy what happened with
Maybe
Colin
that's
Kaepernick.
why he had to do this whole
He got with the new chick. It happens. Now, one of the good things, I'm not gonna just bash women. I'm gonna tell the truth. It's good vagina to change your life.
Oh,
change the way you walk, change the way you talk, have you leading civil rights marches and shit. Like, look at everybody who Erykah Badu's win. Look at how crazy they are. Andre 3000 was wearing baseball jerseys and baggy pants. Got with her, started wearing band pants and football shoulder pads. Now he's playing a flute in public. That man ain't been right since. But listen to Colin Kaepernick. Okay, man, bro, it's time to go. They're not looking for you, dog. It's over, bro. Even if it was racism, which it wasn't, I believe it was your skill set. I think you were good enough to be a backup. But right now, you just need to come on home and just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You winning in life.
Play NFL again.
We're still training, still pushing. So hopefully we just gotta get one of these team owners to open up.
What would it mean to you to play?
Yeah, man. You just got to give it up, dog.
Your
hairline is flourishing, man.
It is.
So skin's popping. Like,
this dog, just a major moment, major accomplishment for me. Also,
all right. If he shaves his face, right, maybe this could make me believe. Because I saw the joke.
Pretend to be someone else.
I saw no, dog. He might be that. We have never seen that boxer and him in the same room. I'm just saying right now, if we shave it, if his face is, and he doesn't have, that's not that ain't months right there. That's some new growth. That's some new growth right there.
I guess Tom
conspiracy
Brady
theory. He's not Tom Brady.
I know, that's what I'm just thinking. That's
Tom Brady was
everybody's idea of how a quarterback can age.
So cerebral. Him and Aaron Rodgers did not rely on athletic ability.
Damn, who am I thinking of? Kirk Cousins, though.
Is Kirk Cousins Kirk Cousins isn't that old?
How old is Kirk Cousins?
He's like RG3. He's the same age as RG3.
Seems old. When I think of Kirk Cousins, I think of
Well, I'm glad you brought up Kirk Cousins. We're going to talk about him a little bit. He's a case.
35.
35. Okay.
Oh wow,
yeah,
he's younger than me.
It's not so much the age. It's not the
age.
It's just how much time he's been out of the game. It doesn't feel like that because the world, we had the blip with COVID.
That's right.
This man played. These protests were happening before COVID. The Jags went on a run. Remember, that was 2017.
That's right.
Wow. I had my soon-to-be 6-year-old wasn't even here yet.
That's right.
So yeah, 27. So 2016 is when this happened. Like, bro, you gotta let it go. Let it go like that, like Elsa. You gotta let it go. I like you, but you're just not gonna do it, dog. It's not like if he was Brett Favre or he was Tom Brady, like on that echelon, maybe. But right now, it's just not. It ain't happening for you. So go and let that die, brother. All right, going to the next thing. Now, I don't know anything about soccer, but I am a capitalist. I don't know who this brother is. This brother probably bad. I will buy this brother's jersey for my kids. I don't know. Is it Vinicius? How do you say his name? Vinicius.
Okay, thank you.
And he's the second Vinicius. Wow. That's an amazing name. Vinicius has reportedly been offered a 5-year contract worth $1 billion to play for, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. God. If he accepts this, he would earn $4.2 million a week, $600,000 a day, $25,000 an hour, and $416 a minute.
I would set an alarm to go off.
I would run every minute. Yeah, it would be like $416. You just got $416 today. Like, that is crazy.
I want to watch soccer just to see what this is about.
I don't there's nothing in soccer that's active enough to make me believe that somebody is worth $416 a minute.
There's a young kid there everyone's talking about now. I gotta find this.
Like, you don't even have to play. Like, this isn't a full year, right? These soccer seasons are like like 4 or 5 months or something like that. Because some play on multiple teams, right?
Right. It's super confusing with all the different leagues they got.
I tell you what's not confusing
and all that.
I would figure out that's a lot of time. $4.2 million a week. I don't know what I could. I'd play. Once this contract is done, but no, because you can't say that. Because if I can get $1 billion in 5, if I would get better in 5 years, I could probably get $2 billion. Like that's crazy. Like the amount of money that's in soccer. Like, but I'm not gonna tell you guys that's why your kids need to play soccer because American soccer just ain't it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's a money grab. Actually, almost
Unless
all
they're a
American
girl.
sports. Yeah.
Female soccer always.
Unless you're foreign. Like you can go, like, unless you're foreign. I think it's because they play so much in other places. A lot more than they play here in America.
Yeah, it just wasn't our focus.
Because you can be seen playing football. Should have clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, we skipped over the Janet Jackson thing, which is fine. But the main thing that we wanted to start off with, because we're going on a tangent with some other stuff. Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University is a school that I happen to love. They are now the public university's version of Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, no.
And what I mean by that is every 3 months, Jada Pinkett looks in the news and says, you know what? Nobody's talking about us. How can I embarrass Will Smith? I'm going to say, like, mark my words, I'm telling you, it's coming. Actually, Will Smith it was something the other day where she doesn't like Will hanging out with, he's hanging out with some single famous actor.
She got some nerve.
That's what I'm saying. She got some nerve to say that. Like, he's acting single again. Like, bitch, you are still fucking Tupac's ghost.
Right.
Like, that's what every 90 days. So every 90 days, FAMU has to do something. Has to do something to get in the news. It makes you embarrassed to root for HBCUs.
Damn, it's that bad.
It's so bad because it's every trope. Like, put that one up there first, Miles. Anytime you want to know when a woman's going through something, she posts this kind of picture right here.
Or the music they play in the shower.
The music, or it's got some kind of for women. I don't talk like you always promoting some shit on social media, man. Girls don't cry. So you just see this in any other given situation. All right. This doesn't mean anything. You people don't know who this light-skinned lady is. That is the former athletic director at the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, Tiffany Dawn Sykes. She's posted her Girls Don't Cry. What does that mean, James?
Yes, what does it mean?
She got fired.
Oh.
Like an hour or two before this picture got posted up. This is clearly speaking through social media.
Yeah. But I think this is an age thing rather than maybe a school-specific family
She's
problem.
my age. She's older than me.
Oh.
She's not a young black woman.
That is true.
But actually, point. You know what, though? Older black women, don't nobody want to be a young black woman more than the old black woman. Like, look at the finest Tracy Ellis Rosses out here, man. Baby, you should be somebody's grandmother at this time. Showing your titties and being naked, which, by the way, they are immaculate.
Right.
I love this empowerment era. I'm just grateful that, I don't know, if my mama's titties ain't out there like that. So I'm cool. I ain't got to answer for these kind of things. But
it's like, do you know you're appealing to the worst side of me as a man?
But then that's what they complain about.
With that, then I'm okay with it too. But
I am too. I'm cool with it.
Damn, she just got fired.
Just got fired on her day off.
That doesn't seem like when you're looking for new jobs. Do you really want this out here?
I don't think people think, they just do. I'm going to do because it makes me feel good right now, as opposed to what will get me paid later on.
Right.
You know who's not going to do this? When Scott Strickland gets fired from the University of Florida, he is not going to post pictures like this.
You calling it ahead of time.
When Willie Taggart got fired from Florida State, Willie Taggart wasn't out there with Black Men Don't Crack or some shit like that. Like, it wasn't. You get, because you know this is going to get read into.
Right.
The only time we do this in the game, and I'm sorry, I am going to Charleston White this a little bit. It only appeals to the chitlin circuit.
Oh no, not the chitlin circuit.
Like you would not like this is but got the nerve to tell the young students that are coming up under you, act like you have some decorum. Wear a suit. Don't speak like this. And the minute you get opportunity, you do this shit. Just like the judge in Atlanta, that fine-ass black judge, 38 years old, got fired because she decided that she wanted to go into it with a bouncer.
Oh, yeah. She was wild out of pocket.
Dave Chappelle really needs it. Dave Chappelle and the Boondocks, if nobody else needs their shows more, we need those. When Keeping It Real goes wrong. But I'm not going to get into it because I'm actually a Tiffany Dawn Sykes apologist. Personally, I don't believe they ever gave her an opportunity to do her job as bad as they say she's done it. She has been blocked at every single turn for everything that she wants to do. And as I tell my friends who are so adamantly against her, one, they're not wrong. You should have never hired her. I told y'all who y'all should have hired. And I hope she turns you down this time. She's one of the most powerful women in sports in general. She's the CEO of the Florida Sports Foundation. Went to FAMU, was an assistant athletic director at FAMU, had all of the qualifications, but you didn't want to hire her. So now you hired this lady. You went through multiple things to be able to get to her. Well, we talked about this 20 months ago. But when you hire somebody, you give them the opportunity to do their job. And then you fire them if they're not operating. Like FAMU, again, a few months ago, was in the news because they hired a basketball coach. Now, the basketball coach said he was going to cut everybody. Well, that's what the preacher said, that he was going to cut everybody. But in turn, most of the team was graduating, and they only didn't ask for 3 people to come back. One of them happened to be that preacher's son, which means your son's probably not that good. Just gonna go out on a limb on this one. Pastor. You got that. But then secondly, she hires this guy to a 3-year deal. They come back and say, we don't want to hire this person to a 3-year deal. You didn't get it approved properly. So they go back and make her hire him to a 1-year deal. Like, thank you, Lawrence. I didn't want to say Angela. Angie ain't coming, dog. Get that thing to Mike 5. FAMU, this is why I don't believe it's all her. 2009. Since 2009. That's 15 years? Yeah, 15 years. FAMU has had 10 changes at the athletic director's seat.
Oh, wow.
Only one of which just left gracefully before and Milton Overton went over to Texas A&M, if I remember correctly. All the other ones have been fired. You fired Kellen Winslow because Kellen Winslow came in and you had a female president who wanted to come in and correct the budget, did some different things, and was trying to raise money for that. Overton comes in, balances everything, does a good job. You fired the little sassy dude whose roommate got caught. There was a sex scandal at FAMU. The politicians.
Y'all have so much going on.
It's a lot going on. FAMU really, I don't like reality TV, but if they really went and did a reality TV show, it would be
dude.
And the fake check. Like, I mean, it's so many
many
storylines.
In front of the fountain, and that's the smallest thing. I love her. I follow her still.
They did all of this. It comes down to this. I'm not the biggest with feminism, but they really have a problem with confident women. That's why I don't want Angie to take the job. And my guy, Mike 5, got a lot going on right now. Mike 5 is the one who I grew up with his daughters that was formerly Miss, what should potentially no longer be Miss Sarkeesian. So he's got a daughter going through a divorce with the Texas head football coach. And now he got every time FAMU gets rid of athletic director, they put him in the interim athletic director spot.
Wow.
So it's just a lot. I mean, it's tough. Somebody with Tyler, where's Tyler Perry when where's 50 Cent? Right now, you could be doing some kind of power dynamic.
Right.
Just fake. But the storylines are there with one university.
Didn't the football coach go to Notre Dame too? Everything's moving over there.
Where at FAM? The football coach went to they blame her for Willie Simmons going to Duke.
Duke, okay.
They say, well, she tried to play hardball. Willie got offered 2 times as much money as he makes to be a running backs coach. Which I tell people, most useless position coach on the football field. It's not me knocking it. I'm a running backs coach. I am not needed. You can either run or you can't. Like to come to a position coach that's not really needed. You're only going to be a recruiter.
If I make this a real, people are going to be upset with you.
Be upset. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your admin. So that's not even what's crazy thing. So in all of this, that's not the wildest thing that happened that day. Your president resigned not too long ago. Stepped down just to become a teacher. Now here's what HBCU talk. So an interim president that was appointed. Interim presidents are appointed by the BOT, which is appointed by the governor's office and all these different things. So we know what Ronnie D is like. We know Ronnie D don't like DEI.
Right.
We all know what DEI means, right? All I'm saying is it's hard to not have but at the Color University.
Right.
It's hard to not have DEI.
I'm like, does this mean?
But he hired a black guy, and he basically called for the resignation of everybody in senior leadership at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Now, for those who don't know what's happening, right now we just talked about what's going on with most of us with little ones. Right now, every one of our little ones is going to school, hopping on the school bus, doing all these different things. You know what happens in about should be next week, I think. Next week's when they start school normally at Florida State, right? The last week of August. The brilliant idea to get rid of everyone, to call for everyone to be fired 1 week before school starts.
Wow.
Because that's what the best and the brightest do. You clean house right before any college, the most unorganized mess is the first week of school.
Yeah.
Financial aid, trying to get your transcripts, or trying to, if you're graduating that semester, having to apply for graduation, having to do all of these different things. I know what's going to make this process smoother, which has never been smooth. My mother complained about this process when she went to FAMU in the 80s. Same problems going. People getting their fin aid on time. People don't know when their classes are. It's all kinds of craziness. So I know what I'm going to do to make this situation better. I'm going to fire everybody 1 week before school starts.
Orientation must be depressing.
You can't talk about how proud you are of your HBCU when this is what your HBCU does. It's hard to be proud of it. Like, it's better ways to handle this. Again, if she actually failed at her job, what did she fail at? Like, what were the indicators? Now, a lot of people should have been fired over that check thing, but that should have happened a while back, though. That check thing was still wild. We could have looked at that dude and told that he wasn't wasn't what he was. And again, I know people want to, well, look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates is an old white man. He dresses like his age. Young black men don't look like that. And young is relative. 45 and younger that are successful don't dress. Like, you could look at his shoes, his untapered suit, his hairline. Again, we talked about it, man. Hairlines tell you everything you need to know. I can't vote. That's really one of my big gripes with besides his gums, with Senator Scott. His gums, and when he had hair, his hairline was fucked up. Like, it just did. I don't trust black men who don't trust. Like, I would never vote for KD. Because KD can't tell me he came from a single parent mom household and he loves his mom, but his hair be going around looking like that. Because your mom gonna knock them naps out, man. Nobody. I learned how to brush my hair because I was tired of my mom assaulting my hair. The way a black mother brushes your hair is like especially a single black mom, you're paying for the sins of your father through that brush. And bam, bam, bam. I'm like, why are you punching me? Polo Kid put some good. Remember a year ago, fam, you was mad that Boston Richie's filmed the video with the football players. Boston Richie is a local rapper, possibly a snitch. Not my cup of tea. I'm not over out in Holden Street no more. I ain't hang out with them cats. But like, I mean, actually, that's an even better point. Boston Richie is police, and he's an upstanding citizen. And y'all mad about him shooting the video.
Goes his rap career.
Nah, it doesn't. Man, nobody cares about that stuff no more, man. People don't like what's the dude who snitched on Thugger? Man, streamed platinum when he dropped his album, man.
Really? Yeah, Gunna. That's right. You're right,
man.
That is true.
I'm not going there.
There's a little white boy named Mabu who be having like.
I mean, what's the dude with the Skittles? The Tekashi, notorious snitch.
That whole story.
Snitched on everybody. Like
he is. I think he has a boyfriend now or something like that.
You know what? Again, that's why I just that hurts the kid. If I was I would be fighting Tekashi.
Yeah, they
like the Island Boys.
Yeah,
like when it doesn't work, just flip.
It's a boy.
But anyways, though, FAMU is wild. But we got more stuff with FAMU going. Oh man, Till Dog, they didn't shut T-Pain down. That was a city ordinance, and the promoter did not want to pay the fine. Everybody, try doing a show after 11 o'clock in Jacksonville if you want to.
Really?
If they don't pay that fine, they will cut Rick. So I went to 2 different concerts. Duval paid 1 fine for one of them. Rick Ross was in the middle of his set, and he didn't go on until 11:05. Rick Ross was in the middle of rapping, and they cut that shit. It's like city ordinances. Blame that. That's the crazy part. But like FAMU had an outdoor concert, and FAMU was in the hood, in the neighborhood. So them people ain't want to hear all that hippity hop ratchet shit. It's old black people be the main ones. Y'all be thinking it's the white people, some old black people. But what's that? I can't blow that up real quick.
Oh, it was just kind of following what you were saying. But the last thing was the email sent by Tiffany Dawn Sykes. You want to see that?
Yeah, let's see that.
I'll blow it up.
Damn. Still can't. There we go. The email originated outside of Florida A&M. If you get this as fishing. Good morning at FAMU athletic staff. The purpose of this communication is to let you know that effective immediately, I am no longer employed at FAMU. Please route any questions or concerns to Assistant Vice President for Athletics, Michael Smith, until you receive additional direction from Interim President Timothy Beard. Best of luck to each of you. I mean,
that's what she should have just done instead of the picture.
Or just don't say nothing.
And who sent this? Who took a picture of her email and sent it out?
I don't know. Somebody. Again, Charlamagne, they were talking about this on the Breakfast Club. Like, this guy went on the Breakfast Club. I think is it Mike Rubin? White Jewish guy talked about, I don't understand how black people attack each other so much. And they were like, how they were offended at first, but then they stepped back and were like, you know what? We just don't like it because somebody outside the house said it.
100%.
But like, he's 100% right. And the thing is that I deal with it all the time. And that's why and one of the craziest things, they'll call you toxic when you walk away from the shit. I don't deal with anything that causes me unnecessary drama. I don't talk about Biggie dropped a great bar in still, I think it's Still Getting Money is the name of it, but Get Money remix. He's like, guns are busting, problems with my wife, don't discuss them. Like, basically personal shit I will not talk about. But we will talk about that shit. We are quick to try to, like, again, you fucked up the Marvel franchise. I think they'll be big good. What's the dude that looks like the civil rights era looking dude? It looks like he could have pitched for the Negro Leagues. Like, we bashed him because he's an abuser, when the whole thing stated that basically the only abuse he did was protecting himself from the white woman that was beating him. But now we lost, what was the name of the person we lost? Yeah, Jonathan Majors. We didn't lose Jonathan Majors, but we lost his character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which was going to be good, all because we're so quick to cancel people. Kang, thank you, Kang the Conqueror. But like, it's wild. Like, a lot of this stuff is just crazy. Like, a lot of this stuff could have been handled so much better. Or if you just had some kind of systems or some formality and stopped going to social media and stopped trying to vilify people. sometimes people just aren't good at their jobs. And maybe Tiffany Sykes would have been one of those. Maybe some of the FAMU senior leadership were some of those people. But right now, if you go in any of those, it reads of the comment section of Shade Room. And it's like we're going to hear about sleeping away to like I've heard all of the things. And what's funny is all the things that people use against other Black women in power, like or women in power in general, like she slept her way to the top. She did this. She did that. And all that might be true. That just means if she was able to do that, then she's efficient. She found the right dick to suck to get to the top. Maybe you shouldn't be jealous and go find the right dicks to suck so that you can get to the top. But if that's as easy as it is, then maybe, I don't know. I got this thing right here, mouse. Maybe. I personally just believe that things could have been handled a lot better by FAMU, but you could cut that. I know people are not gonna like that. Hell, they didn't like when I told them that Angie should have been the hire. You had a chick that wanted to do it, but again, it's your leadership that decided that that's not the way that they wanted, the direction they wanted to go in. They wanted somebody who was non-FAMU related or whatever. We want somebody who's non-FAMU, and they got mad that a person didn't understand the traditions and operate the way that FAMU was operating. You know what you should do? I'm going to be honest with you. Here's what you should do. Hire Mike 5, or actually go to Angie. To Angie, you got 10 years guaranteed money. Because what happens when your money is on the line, you're less likely to fire somebody. So let's just say 10 years, $200K, Angie. What is that? 2 mil, roughly? Yeah, I think that's that. So you got that. And then from that time, she needs to develop the person who's going to take her place so that you can have some semblance of stability. And I say, I know exactly who you should. You got to hire my boy OJ. Not Orenthal. Like my boy Jude. It's an OJ that FAMU people would know. And he'll actually do that job with some pride because his grandfather went to FAMU, grew up on FAMU campus. Dude loves FAMU. But you guys got this HBCU shit is weird. The only reason they wouldn't hire him because he went to Florida State. Y'all got to get over that shit, man. I don't know. I want my people to be great, but oof. I don't know. Can't call it. Not my problem. My school is flourishing. This is why this is why they call us uppity over there. I'm gonna mind my own PWI business, as they tell me. You went to the white school. Let me mind my PWI business over here.
Now we're on to the craziness. I thought it was just Georgia having all the crazy issues. Apparently, the Vikings are.
And it was, why? It's the curse of Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins went to them and put roots on them before he left, and he said, "Until you do right by me," and he hit him with the Whoopi Goldberg. Because has anybody had a wilder offseason than the Minnesota Vikings? Outside of maybe the Cleveland Browns, but the Cleveland Browns isn't as wild as this. We'll talk about them in a second. Here's what's happened this offseason, just this offseason. And my guy put this up here, Mateo. Shout out to him at MJN Designer. You had your rookie cornerback that everybody liked and was looking good. He died in a crazy ass car accident. Him and others, but it doesn't help the Vikings. I mean, we actually had a kid who was a former Florida State cornerback that passed in that as well. They're all a bunch of high school friends, I believe. They all went to the same high school. Your starting wide receiver gets a DUI, which in this day and age makes absolutely no sense to get a DUI. Just you're rich. And they have an Uber system for the NFL players. Then your starting cornerback tears his ACL on the first day of practice. The other starting quarterback gets hurt the second day of practice. And now the quarterback that you shouldn't have never drafted in the first place because he absolutely stinks tears his meniscus, and J.J. McCarthy. This is the last 5 weeks. So at this pace, once a week, something bad is happening to them. But JJ McCarthy will now be able to. I joke with kids all the time is you could never say I failed if you always have an excuse. JJ was going to stink. Now we'll never know. He tore his meniscus. He's probably not going to play this year, which is going to put him behind development for a year. I mean, they talk highly about a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. It could just, but we finally were going to be able to see if Harbaugh hiding him was for,
Harbaugh was treating him just like Drake was treating his son before Pusha T. I wasn't hiding you. I wasn't hiding you from the world. I was hiding the world from you. There's some shit like that. You see who did Harbaugh draft him? Fuck no. Harbaugh went to the NFL and said, no, man, this motherfucker stinks. You think I wanted to try out JJ McCarthy? I tried to make him the MVP of the damn national championship game, and I almost lost. Yeah, why you think we out here stealing people's plays? I need to know exactly what the defense is doing so we have a chance. And he still failed. It's like we knew exactly what coverage. We called the perfect play, and he still threw a 3-1. He still threw 7 interceptions. Like, damn it, JJ, how do you know that I literally told you, like the video game, the post is going to be open and man with our guy who runs the 4-3. And you still threw it to the other team somehow. Angelo, that's the only way. If they call Colin Kaepernick, that would be the wildest shit that I've ever seen in my life. That's just crazy, man. Of course, Harbaugh needs an athletic quarterback. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what Cap should be mad. Who Cap should be mad at? Harbaugh left and Cap's career went to shit. Harbaugh took Colin Kaepernick to an NFC championship and then to a Super Bowl and should have won it had his brother not reset the PlayStation. They were beating the Ravens' ass so bad. Yo. Damn, I'm old. Or that wasn't as long as I thought it was. Damn, that was 2015? It had to be 2015, or was it 2014? We were having Super Bowl parties at my other gym for kids. I remember that game because that game was long as hell. I had a whole different business at that time. Yeah, Cap, give it up, bro. Give it up. The Vikings is wild. That's crazy for that to happen. What's crazier is, though, what's happening with the Cleveland Browns, man. This dude is wild. Sometimes you got to slap a hoe, but not like this. The D tackle, Mike Hall Jr. Where did Mike? Somebody look at where Mike Hall Jr. went to school at. Because if he went to Bama, we need to study Nick Saban, because Nick Saban has the ability to make some of the most unstable creatures stabilized enough to perform at the level in which he needs them to perform at. Even okay. Oh, par for the course. What year did he graduate from Ohio State?
Looks like 2023 was his last year.
Okay, so he's a first-year player. So he's still under that Urban Meyer curtain. Ryan Day is still doing this stuff. You got to break at least 5 of the 10 commandments to have played for that guy. But it says approximately, well, I ain't even gonna go there. On August 12th, 2024, the Avon Police Department received a call from 911. The 911 operator informed them that a request of police assistance has been made at, why would you scratch it out when it's not redacted? Anyways, the call was abruptly disconnected before further information could be gathered. However, the operator noted that yelling could be heard in the background before the disconnection. Upon calling back, the dispatcher was able to speak with a female caller who reported a domestic situation. The caller identified a male individual as the aggressor. She stated that Michael had pushed her daughter and struck her with the baby bottle. The caller confirmed that her daughter was not injured and declined the need for an ambulance. Damn, he pushed a baby and threw it. Like, okay. I'm gonna keep reading.
He hit the adult or the baby with
the baby with the bottle. But before we get into this, like I know there's no humor in domestic violence, but have you ever had to change a blowout diaper? Like, I'm just saying, if he had just came home from camp and that's what you got to come to, and it's gotten all on your arm, I could maybe just what kind of bottle was it? Because some of those bottles aren't as hard as you think. But as Michael continued to scroll through her phone, decided to lock it, suspecting that Michael was attempting to find something to argue about. She also noted that Michael never permitted her to go through his phone, which contributed to her refusal to unlock hers. Michael's anger escalated and he began yelling at, profanities at her. Get the F out. Fellas, okay, so now it's no longer about the baby. Now, this is wrong. What you're going through as an adult with the other adult, you should never take out on the baby. But here's some free game for big game. What's in her phone is none of your business. You don't want to know. Be absent-minded. Like, ladies, too. You don't want to know what's going on over there. You're going to find what you want to find. And just be mindful. Now, if you were happy before you looked into that phone, that's your fault. You fucked up your happiness. Now, Michael, I'm not saying cheating is wrong or right. What I'm saying is, if you've had a bad day, don't go through your old lady's phone. It might not even be her. One of the most treacherous, diabolical places on this planet is a woman's group chat. Everything like that you think she done told her friends that you was short stroking. She told your friends you didn't know what to do with your tongue. She done told her friends everything. And then what's gonna happen is she's telling your friends what you look like. Then all of a sudden, her friend, the whore friend, posts what she just had. And it's built like this damn microphone. Now you over there mad because God didn't equip you with this, and you could go to alphacliniconline.com and go get some pills. Or you can go over there to Andro Mangus and get the shot, the dick shot, and gain you some inches. Now you over here trying to do some shit when you didn't need that. I'm just telling you, don't go in there. Jaden, don't go in no girl phone, man. Just stay out of there. Ain't nothing for you in that phone, brother. Nothing for you. Nothing. You don't know none of them people. Ain't none of them really your friends. Even if they're her friends and they pretend to be your friends, them ain't your friends. Them her friends. And just if you're happy, be happy. What is it? Ignorance is bliss. Best way to be. I told her, get the fuck out, bitch. His behavior was described by insane, which she found particularly embarrassing in front of her mother. Wow, in front of the mom? I mean, he paying the bills. Michael then began going back and forth between the kitchen and the bedroom on the second floor, gathering belongings and throwing them outside while continuing to demand that she leaves. When refused to leave the house, Michael attempted to physically force her out by pushing her from behind the front door. Once they reached the front door, she sat down, bracing herself against it in an effort to prevent Michael from pushing her outside. Undeterred, Mike grabbed her by the feet, dragged her on her back across the porch, ouch, and down the end of the driveway. Reported that her arms were scraped against the concrete during that time. Despite being outside, she re-entered the house as her mother and children were still inside. Michael, upon seeing her back in the kitchen, renewed his verbal assault, shouting, "I told you, get the F out." Fearing that Michael was about to strike her, she fled to her mother's bedroom on the first floor. Michael pursued her, and upon reaching the room, he pushed into the door, causing damage to the door frame. Michael raised his fist as if to punch her, but stopped when pleaded, "The kids, the kids, the kids." At this point, that's funny. Somebody began yelling at Michael to stop, which prompted him to leave the room, returning, throwing belongings outside. Michael, undeterred, continued to shout, calling her a dumb bitch and insisting he would handle the situation himself. He resumed throwing her belongings out the front door, attempted to escape downstairs, but as she did, she encountered Michael coming upstairs. She quickly diverted into the game room, but Michael followed her and retrieved one of his 2 handguns. Don't know which one. He pressed the firearm against her temple and threatened, I will end it all. I don't care. Could not identify which gun. Yeah, that man needs he needs a timeout. Like, not one of them like kid timeouts. Like, nah, he needs to be cut. And he needs to go get some help.
Yeah, fact.
That's more stuff going on. And there's something, his head is scrambled.
So she got caught cheating and this is the reaction.
That's kind of what, like, just leave.
Yeah,
Couple things in all of this. He's way in the wrong. Way in the wrong. Does not deserve Like even that, like those are all things that, you know, obviously eyewitness testimony, that's what they gathered. Like that's enough to get cut. Right. I'm just telling you guys this. If somebody tells me to get out and they are, okay, what do we have what his size measurables are? Because I'm just curious.
6'3", 300.
All right. Does it like you on his Wikipedia?
His ESPN.
Okay, now let's look up his Wikipedia. Maybe we can find out because I don't know what the girl. I'm just going to assume that she's not 6'3", 300. Go out on a limb. And even if she was, she's not an NFL player, right? The minute somebody gets to tweaking, you go on and tweak out. Like you tell me to get the fuck out your house. All right, you gotta tell me twice. All right, mama, come on. Like get the kids. If he wants to grab them, then fine, cool. We're gonna call 911. I'm going to get myself to a secure location. There. But yeah, we would have never gotten to that. To be honest with you, he already escorted you part of the way to where you needed to be. He drug your ass down the driveway. Technically, it is. Well, yeah, because he took you against your will from one place and brought you somewhere else. That is what got Orenthal James Simpson thrown in. He got 10 years because of that. And his wasn't even he literally just picked he just took the guy, walked him to another room from one room. He wasn't supposed to be there. But the point in all of this is there ain't no love in this world like that that's gonna make me want to get myself killed. And I've been angry. I get angry, you get loud, you get boisterous. You just gotta take that as is this where I wanted it to end? And, you know, it's not roid rage. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. CTE is a boogeyman that people sprinkle on terrible people. I'm just going to be honest with you. Kim, this is just a terrible person. Don't put fucking football on this. This man was probably, can we look at, is there any other incidents with him? You don't go from, unless you got some unless you got some fentanyl, you don't go from zero to this is your first time doing this. They've had arguments before. Right. To pull out the Glock. He drug you. He's 6'3", 300.
He's a 33-inch bird.
He is more explosive than most basketball players. Baby, there is nothing that you can.
He ran a 4.7.
You ran a foot? 4.7. You can't even run from him. Like if he's telling you to leave, go ahead and take the head start, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm not, this is not me condoning it. I'm not saying she deserved any of this. All I'm saying is that, I want the best for you. My mom used to tell, when my daughter's mother used to get under my skin all the time. Why would you do this to this man? Why? She's like, what do you mean? It's like, you're questioning, well, that look right there looked like that's him?
I mean, CTE or Spectrum.
Nah, Spectrum. I was listening to a guy, Dr. Umar. I know I like Dr. Umar for more for hilarious reasons than anything else. He says some things that are a little righteous, but then he also says some things that are a little like, all right, man, where did that come from? Like, bro, like that makes absolutely no sense. But like that look right there, that don't look like he wrapped too tight.
Yeah, for real.
It's he looked like he looked special. A lot of guys, but he talked about guys in prison. He said he talked to him. He said, show of hands, how many of you guys were in specially abled classes? At 99% for those stupid people, not stupid people. I can't say they can't say that hard word. Hard, slow. That's where we'll go. Slow. Angelo. A little bit like Bunk. Yeah. Angelo. Again, like for me, I told you about my teammate. I told the girl, please don't knock on that man's door no more. Baby, all I could do, like I told my teammate, I won't say his name. I kind of said it, but y'all would have to know. But he was clearly cheating on her. There was clearly another woman in that room. I don't know if it was the man what was going on, but she came in, boom, 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 boom. I know you in there, motherfucker. You in there with that hoe, blah, blah, blah. Come out here now. Boom, 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 boom. And we all at the bird, like, which the bird is now being demolished. That story will have a special place in my heart now because the bird will no longer be there. But I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, boom, actually same measure. Boom, 6'3", 305, maybe. That's almost a 5-star prospect. You sure this is what you want to do? You sure this the fight? I believe in women's rights. Anything you can do, I can do better or whatever, but like maybe you shouldn't test that. Bunk opened that door and said, hey, and he had his shirt off, but somehow he was grabbing something. It's like he's grabbing his collarbone or something. It's like, hey, Cole, you knock on that door one more motherfucking time, I'm going to throw your ass off the top of this railing. Make a choice. And then he slammed the door and she cocked back with that full black woman anger and went, poof. And I was like, thank God. Please don't knock on that door, baby, because all I could do is call 911 for you. Ain't no use. Somebody got to report. Ain't no use in both of us getting thrown off the top of this railing. Like, so if you want to sacrifice yourself, go and do what you need to do. Do what you feel is further. But as for me right here, I got the flip phone. I'm ready to push 911. Y'all don't know about that phones now because, now you got the computers, but then, you couldn't even text message on these phones without, it was a time, I know you don't know this, Jaden, but there was a time when you had to push the button 3 times to get one letter. Like now they got these keyboards on there. Yeah, like you gotta know where you're at. But again, it's beautiful in this that we have, I love black love, but I don't like black love like that. I'm assuming she's black. Because she was white, he'd have been shot.
Be careful when your man says he'll die for you. That's those type of love.
They like that shit. They be liking that shit.
What do you think he'll do also to you
himself
if he's cheating?
Yeah, like that's an ownership thing.
Either
People
I can have you or you're dead type.
People walking around with ownership, but that's that. All right, can we have some levity to this conversation? Is it okay? Is this a safe space for me to make a little bit of a joke, a little jokey joke? But like, Ty Williams. Ty Williams would have been another one. I would have never Ty got a girl pregnant too, which is crazy. I don't know what that lady was thinking. Put him on child support. Bless her heart for standing up because Ty beat up an ATM machine.
The ATM machine lost.
Dog. I never said, bro. It's stories. Again, that guy right there is like the guys that he could have played in my era. We would have just had some more crazier dudes around him, then that lady would have been a little more safer. But like, so Ty, he had his FSU card, which was also your debit card at the time because we had SunTrust was there. I don't know what they're using now, but he put it in the ATM, and the ATM didn't want to give him the card back. It ate the card, and Ty was literally. Everybody knows, like all the lies that have been spread about what's the dude, the black kid who got brought in by the white family. They made the movie about it. Sandra Bullock, The Blind Side. He was really the blind side, but more fucked up. Like he literally was the blind. Like his story needs to be told, but he really, because he was emotionally unstable. That and our team chaplain explained it to me so great. He was like, "That's the only thing that he had, and that's all he knew." Violence. Well, yes. But that ATM, like that was literally his net worth. Like everything that he held dear, that money in his account was there and he couldn't get it. So the only thing he knew how to react to it was with pure violence. And he was banging on it. And then they say like a police officer was walking in and he just went, and like just fist goes through it. And they say the police officer looked at that. He looked at the ATM. He said, fuck that. And walked out. He's like, this job will get paid enough for this. He went and got some backup. And they ended up calling the team chaplain so he didn't go to jail. But yes, you should not destroy an ATM machine. It's heavily frowned upon. This is way wilder than Greg Hardy, who I'm so happy that Greg Hardy gets his ass whooped consistently in UFC.
This is, this is probably.
But just for thoughts. Word. So ladies, that love athletes. One, you have to be confident, borderline to narcissism, to believe that you're one of the best and to do all this training. To make it to the NFL, you have a better chance of winning the lottery than to get to the NFL. That's one. Secondly, we're big humans. When you see something out of whack, that means something in particular has not developed. A lot of times it's the voice. I think about my teammate Ernie Sims. Ernie has a very unique voice. Built like a Greek fucking god. Can run like this, but talks a little like this. All the guys like that, the voice wasn't developed. Not a lot of bass, not a lot of baritone in that bad boy. This man, the elevator don't go all the way up to the top. He runs into other people for a living. I'm not saying that they're bad people because I did that. What I'm saying is you should take heed of 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, one of the songs. And he says, right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. It's especially during camp. Ladies, if you're actually, no, this is me. I want y'all to win. July to December. I know that seems like a long time, but like, just if you're going to date a football player, don't fuck with them. July to September really is when it's really annoying. No matter what level they play on. It's camp, they're getting cussed out, it's hot, they might have got their ass whooped that day. The last thing they need is, something else. And then the other part of it is because this is where athletes should stop sharing women. And why I never brought my girl to the Burt. And why I never bring, like, people are like, why you hiding me? No, baby, I'm not hiding you. I'm saving you from the bullshit. What happens is these women hang out with each other. Somebody else might have got caught up, and she might have got caught up in that. He found out that one of his teammates came in there with the snot bubble crying, like being like old boy at the award show the other day. And he's like, why you crying? Man, my old lady, she slept with such and such, she cheated on me. Now you're in trouble because somebody else is bullshit. I'm not saying she was cheating. Even if she was cheating, not saying she deserved any of this, because the reality is she wasn't a virgin when she met you. If you can get over all the dicks of her past, you can get over the dicks in the future too, if you truly care about that person. Now, something egregious, I'm with you. She got a train ran on her. Hey, you got to go. I don't give a fuck when the train happened. If the train could have happened yesterday, it could have happened 20 years ago. If the train happened, you got to go.
You know the type of dude you're getting into a relationship with if they're really on that till death do we part type of stuff.
Greenbacks make red flags go away. Women got all the red flags in the world for broke dudes.
Yeah, that's bad.
Mind you, I'm not crazy, but at the same time, life be life sometimes, man. Don't be pushing buttons, man. Just,
I am though. Like that. Girls be doing some wild stuff. I wouldn't go that far. I always just say leave the situation, but I'll leave at the first side of cheating.
But one thing I'm not doing,
don't you embarrass me.
That's the embarrassment part. But like, don't be going through people's phones either, bro. Like, I just, that for the life of me, I couldn't be happy at 12 and be like, and then find a reason not to be happy at. So that's Betty came up with. I don't even want to say because I'm a product of a single mother, but I found some real G's to help me. But like, bruh, a gun?
Yeah, that's the part where it's like, wow.
Now you don't even have the opportunity. They're gonna take all his guns. That's what's really gonna hurt now. Nothing. I had a friend that went through it, man, and his ex-wife, that bitch, like got up under his skin. He didn't even hit her. He went and took the license plate off of her car that he was paying for because she was fucking up his credit. Man, she put she went to the judge and got the court order. Man, they took all that man's guns. Now he eventually got them back when the time ran out on it, but like, guns ain't cheap.
That's tough.
I look at my stuff. If somebody takes $6,000 worth of, that's like somebody taking $6,000 away from you. And I have a small gun collection,
right?
But like, I don't want that somebody just come and just take my guns away from me. Like, I like my guns.
This should just make me not want to have a relationship at all. It's too dangerous out here. It's
real,
too
man.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nah, I have too little to lose, which means I have a lot to lose.
If
to
you got
me.
$1, half of $1 is a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, this is why I crave peace.
Yeah, facts.
Like I want peace. I don't want to go somewhere and not have no peace, man. I don't watch reality TV. I don't do none of that shit. That shit looks crazy. Like to have, and I don't like my baby mama. But to have Rick Ross's baby mama, holy shit! I would like Rick. That lets me know
ain't no way
Rick is on another level of crazy. How peaceful he is.
The way he's able to ignore,
yeah, like
wild, psychotic.
Her teeth annoy me, but just the other talking, like I'm just like, yo, every other day I got to deal with this bitch. Like that shit is like taxing. Again, crave your peace. Don't and again, they're D-Tackle ladies. Here's what this is a free membership right here. Londa, you can get this. Adrian, Ava, any of y'all, like boom. Like if you're a lady and you are a member, you can activate this service. If you're looking at dating a D-Tackle, or D-Lineman, just inbox me. Is this one crazy? And I'll tell you, be like, yeah, I don't know about that one. Like, you might not want to. Don't mess with that one. That one is a little slightly tint, like touched. Like, that boy right there, that's a terrible picture of that guy. That guy probably used that as his profile pic too. Like, look at this. He got me looking crazy out here. Yeah. Because you want the crazy mean pick in football, not knowing that it's going to be used against you one day in a court of law. Damn, that man. Brown's not looking good in the light. This is so bad that it got Jameis looking good.
I love Jameis.
And I love Jameis. Jameis literally did nothing to nobody besides be a treasure. Did you see him use knick-knack paddywhack?
It was at the Browns when he was riling them up.
Jameis, I told you, if you listen to the show, Jameis is autistic. I know he's autistic. He's got Asperger's. He's touched. I can look at it, just go look up Asperger's, then watch every Jameis Winston interaction, and you'll understand Jameis from now on.
But he's one of the friendly ones.
So unique, so loving. Like he just reminds of an old black uncle.
Touched by an angel.
But yeah, it's wild. But nothing is wilder than this. I love seeing people get money. I love stereotypes sometimes that come through. And it reminds me of this movie. Good. We didn't do the black movies. You got to go see this movie called Mo Money. Marlon Wayans, Damon Wayans, great movie. Just one, I love the way that that family interacts with each other.
The greatest comedic family.
Oh, period. Without a doubt. He goes and Murphy's close. Because they actually have an uncle that was really funny too. That they showed Eddie do the like earlier interviews. He would bring his uncle around before he got blew up. And then Charlie's obviously good. Yeah, Chris Rock, hilarious. Tony Rock. But they had this thing where they were being interviewed by, or a cop talked to him. He's like, who was he? Was like, some white person. He was like, well, what white person? I don't know. You all look alike. And you smell like bologna. Highly racist. Could not be made in today's era.
No way.
But this was definitely then. But this brought me to that. As a guy who likes mayonnaise, I don't know where black people get off on not liking mayonnaise nowadays. Mayonnaise has been so good to us. We eat potato salad, eat chicken salad. I got news for you. All that shit has mayonnaise in it, guys. It just doesn't have to have goop and gobs, but nobody wants to eat a dry ass sandwich. Right. I refuse to eat a dry ass sandwich. I've come up hard enough. Last thing I want is a dry sandwich. But this is something I will never love anything this much. Then Will Levis went famous for doing weird shit like eating whole bananas, like without peeling it. And putting mayonnaise and making his bulletproof coffee, which bulletproof coffee is basically when you put butter or oil in your coffee. But he did it with mayonnaise. He put in particular, I'm not Miracle Whip is the one I don't like.
Yeah,
Miracle Whip's sweet. I don't need that. I need not there for it. Polo Kid, I'm gonna take it another step. People won't eat mayonnaise, but they'll eat damn, I can't think of it's a new frilly way to say mayonnaise. Like they put it on sandwiches and shit. They call it something else, but it's basically mayonnaise. It'll come to me. But Hellmann's is launching a mayo cologne with Titans quarterback Will Levis, who puts mayo in his coffee. Parfum de mayonnaise. is listed at $8. It is Will Levis number 8. That's his number. It's just aioli. Thank you, Lawrence. The aioli ain't nothing but fancy mayonnaise. Just makes you feel better. It's just like I don't like eggnog, but I'll drink horchata or some other stuff. Like you'll drink some other thing. No, you just like the name that it fucking sounds foreign and exotic. It's the same goddamn thing, man. It's delicious, both of them. But you know, aioli is good too. I like the aioli. But like Will Levis out here smelling like, I swear to God, with you salmon-based, non-bathing motherfuckers that's out here on this planet, if y'all go buy this Will Levis mayonnaise, you smelling like a hot cold cut on a summer day. Like
this is not real, right?
They got a commercial. It's probably he's selling mayonnaise.
Yeah, he's selling.
But
mayonnaise,
there's actually a commercial for it.
That's hilarious. He's funny. He's doing the right thing, though. I mean,
because he sucks.
Yes,
he sucks.
That's why he's doing the right thing. Yeah.
That's why I'm not mad at JJ.
You were talking about this the other day.
Make as much money as you can while you got it.
Be funny.
That's it.
I mean, there's the kicker, with the biggest sports podcast in the world. Yeah, Pat McAfee. Free of brain injuries.
Pat McAfee out here living. When he was a kicker, he was doing stand-up comedy. He was doing jiu-jitsu competitions. He was doing magician shows, all kinds of
Building
shit.
talent.
Making himself loved in Indianapolis.
Now he's paying Aaron Rodgers to come on his show out of his pocket.
And he's getting wild bank. Pat McAfee gets paid.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like those are the guys like him and Joe Rogan. I still can't get over Joe Rogan being so tiny.
He's not that short.
Oh my God, he looks like a full grown little person. Like Pat isn't a little person. Pat actually is for a kicker. He's a very imposing kicker. Because you know me, kickers aren't people. But Pat could have played something else. His story about how he got to the school he got to was even better. It makes you like you. Even if I don't like what he's saying, I can't dislike Pat,
right?
Because he's an every man's every man.
Yeah,
he had a scholarship to kick already, and they got invited to an All-American kicking camp. And he said, "Dad, can I go to this?" And his dad is poor. He says, "Dad was a trucker, mom was doing something else." He's like, "Why would I? You already have a scholarship. Why would I pay for you to go to Miami to go to a kicking thing?"
I mean.
Which just makes sense, logical. So he goes and gets $100 from his friend, and he plays in a Texas Hold'em tournament, like cash game, raises $1,400 in a night. And a trip would have cost $1,500. And he went to his dad with the $1,400 minus the $100 and his friend. He said, "Hey, this is what I have. Can you tip in the rest?" And his dad did it. He goes there, kicks, wins the kicking competition, gets the scholarship to the bigger school in which he went to, and that launched his career.
See, it's crazy.
And you know what that could be? A crock of shit.
Yeah.
It's believable, though.
It is.
And it makes me like him more. You know, guys who I lose respect for, even though I still think they're one of the greatest linebackers to ever play, I lose respect for people like Ray Lewis who lie and say things like, "I didn't have a scholarship until the 24 hours before signing day." And Miami came out there.
He really said that?
Man, this motherfucker
He's the
just
greatest
be lying. He said that. He was an All-American in high school. He is one of the top 100 football players to ever play high school football in the state of Florida. This isn't me, James Coley, saying this. This is what the other people have said. He was a highly rated recruit. "I wasn't going to Miami until 24, and then Jesus just made." No, bitch, you lying. Like, I can't believe that. I believe Pat played poker at 17 years old all night to raise money for a kicking camp. And even if it's not true, I want to believe it. I hate when people like try. Don't struggling was hard enough, man. Let's not make the struggle more struggle. Like, I tell people all the time, I grew up poor, but I didn't grow up like Africa poor. Like we had a toilet. Like, I didn't have to go to no outhouse. Like, I had shoes. I just didn't have the shoes that I wanted all the time.
Right.
Man, it's just, again, a lot of people but old people be lying. Old people be lying. But Pat is pretty good. Speaking of that, making as much money as you can. EA Sports is taking this to the next level, and we have talked about this guy numerous times. And I feel bad every time I talk about him because his dad is, again, unhinged and a real shooter. Also a Hall of Famer. Is he the only Hall of Fame shooter in the Hall of Fame of the NFL? I don't know. But his son looks like not blaxploitation, an antebellum South cartoon.
Oh, gosh.
And sometimes one of the things we all love about the video game is the realism, right?
I can't. I don't know.
We love the realism of video games. I looked at it, and then 20 years from now, you realize it's not. When I saw the pictures of the video game that I was in, that bitch don't look nothing like me. Like, the only reason I know that's me is because it was 36. He's from Tallahassee, Florida, and he played fullback. That's the only, and he wore the stuff that I wore. But outside of that face, that didn't look anything like me. EA Sports nailed it, but in nailing the realism, is this realism racism? Because I need to know, we got to blow this up. That looks like somebody made a real life doll of a real life blackface doll.
All right. I don't like that thing at all. And it's creepy. I'm just going to say
this
it's
is
scary.
Madden, and I'm guessing this is like what the superstar mode or whatever. Like they're showing Marvin. This is Marvin Harrison Jr. Can we blow that up anymore? Is that just because that is Tecmo Bowl black.
I mean,
that is not normal black. Like if you guys who have never played Tecmo Bowl has two colors, white and black. Wasn't no light skins in Tecmo Bowl. That is like blend in black. And they made the lips and the nose so realistic.
I mean, oh my god!
Can you look up story of OJ, Miles, so we can just, because I swear that this is
now we're getting
swear
into
this
game.
is
We're just
I
gonna go
swear
more
this is
dangerous.
where he got the inspiration from. The only thing they didn't do, his lips are a little pinkish there. They're not as red as they could have been. Thank God.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh Lord.
This literally looks like a man in blackface. If you make this a real, they're going to definitely kill me. Like, this was what's problem.
So
black
funny.
people always talking about. No, that Marvin Harrison Jr. does not looks like every stereotype of a black person.
You just got to.
Mind you, he's dating one of the finest women in the Olympics.
As he should. Good
for him. That's why I'm telling you guys. I'm so grateful my daughter's gorgeous. I'm glad I got two boys, even though they're handsome boys. They're handsome boys. But man, an ugly boy, you can make the ugly boy good, and he's gonna get some women. But boy, ugly daughter, that is a lifetime commitment, man. You almost got to teach him how to be like some of these other women. Get out of I don't want to take care of you for the rest. Even though your daughter's the one that's going to take care of you when you get old. I know for a fact my sons ain't doing shit for me. No matter how much I sacrifice for them, my ass go down. I am the dead lion on the prairie. They're going to let the hyenas get me, man. but again, this boy is just the suit. The only thing that's not realistic is the suit. Come on, dog. My man got a tailor.
You could have turned off the lights and lose that toy. Like that thing.
That's not a toy. That's like I don't think that. Is that a toy?
I don't know.
It's got to be, I think, because if you go click on the next video, the next picture, I think that it quote tweeted, I think it shows the actual picture from the another video game picture. So I think that's him walking the stage or whatever on the draft day.
Oh, that's on the game?
Yeah. Like,
what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're doing this is too realistic.
This has to be a model.
Go down.
Somebody made a
keep
toy.
Going. Miles, keep going. Keep going down.
Oh. Oh. They busting through the helmet. Pause. I can't even. This is not a serious thing. These aren't serious people. This is a joke.
He looks surprised.
He's like, it's like they're showing him a mirror. He's like, damn, are they really that big? Dog.
Like, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like, this looks racist. But so kids, all right. So Mark, get us a picture of Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't want these people, I don't want y'all. I'm just telling you what it feels like, even though I know it's why you have to have facts over feelings, because what it feels like is this, but what it's realism though. Like, that's like you see this right now. Immediately, I know. Oh, that's Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, oh, for sure. You cannot mistake him.
Okay. So I know I got some people in here. Like y'all cool with me as long as you agree. It doesn't matter. I know. I'm saying, is there a way we get them both up in a second? I'm just saying,
It's
like that.
realistic size.
He might be a little bigger. It looks like on the video game than he is in that one right there, or that could have been the lens of the camera. But like that's realism, dog. But like, I know people were mad that they had to change Uncle Ben, right? And Aunt Jemima.
I forgot about
because
of.
Oh
my goodness!
But is it? What if
it's not that racist? If they,
it's not there. It's there. That's really what. You can't tell me he ain't never eaten some rices. He ain't never had 1,000 pieces of rices. I know he didn't have some rices though. I know he eats buttermilk. I know he gets the butter flavored syrup. This is how you get. It's a loophole for everything, my racist.
You're saying the original artist neighbor looked like this, and
yeah,
this is
like
what
so
he was
when they
drawing
drew
off
him, it was Jim Crow stuff. It was a racist trope. It was a trope of a mammy. It was a trope of of the black house slave.
Yeah,
even though I thought house slaves were light skinned, but whatever. The point is, it was a trope of a black butler. If you have him slanging some rices, is it really that bad? Where there's a will, there's a way. Well, my man Devon is a trooper. He is going, you were so far in the back. Apparently the Super Bowl was 2013 that Colin Kaepernick was in. Hey, my man giving me info. I'm like, what the fuck? He put 2013, like 2013 is when, was that when Marvin was born? I mean, like I don't know, what are we talking about here? But nah, that's some highly, I bet he sings the hell out of a Negro spiritual.
Is his girlfriend a black woman?
Black woman. Somebody posted like four beautiful women to track. One was the Irish, the legit Irish chick. Does she go? Wait a minute. No, Irish chick goes to Texas. They had a Great Britain one, they had Jamaica, and then they had an American. And they were like, D1 athletes will see black women built like this and go to unathletic white girls. And the crazy part, somebody put in there, he literally, like, one of those literally dates Marvin Harrison Jr. right now. like possibly, it's just, ooh. That baby's gonna be the color of this chair that I'm sitting in right now. That leather. Yeah, she bad. And the voice makes it even better. Damn, I want to get into some of this other stuff, but we may chill out for a second. Let's go, just skip down, go to ESPN's tactics. We're talking about, since we're roasting. I can't just, I'm sorry, I'm black, guys. I can't just roast a fellow nephew just because he looks like blackface. And I don't know what kind of face this guy has. But Paul Feinbaum is one of the ugliest creatures on this fucking planet. Have no idea. I know he's married. Wait a minute. I think somebody took a real low blow the other day in one of the shows I was on. Make sure before I say this, it's accurate. Because I don't want to disrespect anybody accidentally. Damn, they're trying to sell Wikipedia. Oh, he's married. I don't. What did he look like before?
I already typed it in. Young Paul Feinbaum. Our minds are in the same spot. And you know what? It's not, not crazy. He's a fairly handsome looking dude.
No way.
Fairly.
Let me check this out. You got to type in Google Paul Feinbaum young. Yo. There's no way that's that same dude. Okay, I can see it a little bit now. His hair is wild. Okay, that's a good. Okay. When did he? Okay.
He's been involved for quite some
That's what I'm saying. It's like I've only known of him for like the last over the last 15. Was it 10 years since we won? 11 years. I've only really paid attention to him since Florida State has been good again. I know he had a show and he had other stuff. He had like Phyllis from Alabama and all these other different things. But like either way, he is mid. He's been mid his whole life, but he has exceptional opinions. Like, excuse me, his opinions aren't oh Jesus, that looks like him. He I don't really believe that's him.
The other one, there's only like 2 young pictures of I'm looking.
I don't even want to see the fuck that. Because he still looked like he didn't do shit. I want to focus on the old motherfucker right now. That's what I'm focusing in on right now. And I want people of America, and I want Florida State fans, I want the Florida fan, the Miami fan, whoever listens to this, this is who we're taking advice from. That's the college football. That is an analyst. This is what makes me this is what privilege looks like. I'm not knocking it. He's making the most of it. This motherfucker ain't never been through a 2-a-day. He don't know what it's like to drink out of a water cup, and you just found out that one of your friends, what's it called, the kissing disease that fucks up your organs or whatever. You don't know what the fear is of that, thinking that you're gonna get mono now because somebody else had. You don't know about drinking hose water. You don't know about the little fresh clippings of grass got caught into your mouthpiece, and now you're over here chewing. You don't know about that shit. But yet you have done absolutely nothing in your life besides type or write and twiddle your thumbs, and you have the most strong opinions of people, and they don't even be right. They're not rooted in facts. You can't draw up a play. You can't. To be honest with you, if you've been around football this long, you should be able to at least draw up one play. And the fact that you have literally made again, Boondocks needs an episode, a sports specific one. One of my favorite Boondocks episodes is the Lost Season that they came out with. And they had Thugnificent did a song, Dick Riding Obama. And it was just how Black America was enamored with Obama. And Paul Feinbaum could make a song, Dick Riding Nick Saban. Like, I have never seen a man so proud. That is how he looks at Nick Saban every time he comes in there. He gives Nick more dome than Nick's wife. That's all he does. And then anybody who's not Nick Saban, he has a bad opinion about. This is a man who made his comeuppance. I think I got it on there, Miles. To see if you have the book that he wrote. And this is way before I even knew who the fuck Paul Feinbaum was. This is how I know he's a certified fuckboy. Is this man wrote a book? Was it 303 Reasons or something that I hate Florida State? With Bobby as the head coach. Motherfucker Spurrier didn't even hate Bobby this much. Now, it's not just he wrote that about other schools, but the point is this man took a 50-cent approach to college football, and he couldn't even get famous then. And it says new and improved. Like that, you know how big of a hater you have to be to make a new and improved version? 303 reasons why you should.
You should too in the part that.
Yeah. Like, I'm a hater, but I want you to hate them as much. So why are we talking about Paul Feinbaum today? Paul Feinbaum literally, for the last month, has been talking about 2 schools. And there's literally, here's why I'm not overly mad. Because ESPN, I agree with my conservative friends who say ESPN is no longer journalism, it is pushing a narrative. I don't necessarily believe the woke narrative because I don't really know what the fuck woke means anymore. But it definitely does. It's no longer about presenting facts or even fact-based opinions. It's just about pushing out the hottest take and praying that it sticks. So we have the audio, I think, of him. If you look up DJ Lundy responded.
The top.
Yeah, we can go ahead and push the actual video so we can hear what this dude said.
Its current top 10 team will finish the season unranked.
Florida State. First of all, they have no business being in the top 10. They have a difficult schedule. They have Florida State has Miami and Notre Dame. within a 3-week period on the road. They end the season with Florida, which is a debatable team. But I think they're going to get caught in the run-of-the-mill ACC game this year, which they did not encounter last year. They lost the guts of their defense. They have a quarterback who has certainly been around and remains a question mark. And I think they also have a hangover. I think they used up too many tears crying about not getting in the playoffs, and that may slow them down a little bit this year.
Which current top 10
I
team
don't know
will
why
finish
he
the
can't go
season
bald. I just realized it just looking at that. Because if he goes bald, them ears are going to like go. Well, like he got to keep the hair. He got to keep that
You're
there.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, like he got to
Even more
like
dominant.
But can he wear a hat? You can't wear hats in studio. It's too late for the carpet top. Yeah, because he could give. I don't know if he's Jewish or not, but he can give Jewish. He can wear a yarmulke. I can see that. I can believe that. But check this right here. So here's my problem. This is all facts. So he stated that Florida State shouldn't be ranked in the top 10. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't hate me for this. I know y'all like to tussle. I don't believe we should be ranked top 10 either. I don't think we're going to be unranked. I think we'll finish the season top 10. I just think based upon what we have in the uncertainty, you should be a top 15, top 20 program as opposed to a top 10. Just my opinion. Now, the reason why he said they won't finish unranked, I mean, they'll finish unranked, was because we have a tough November. And the teams that he put up was Notre Dame, who has a quarterback that's all the things that he said Florida State has, Notre Dame actually has a questionable quarterback that we've actually fucking beaten before in Riley Leonard. That bitch can barely walk right now. He's fucked his ankle up against Notre Dame, if I remember correctly, and then fucked it up again against us. And he wasn't a very good quarterback even when he was healthy. He's a good scrambler, but he's not a great quarterback. Miami, who has a questionable quarterback that everybody just decides that they love right now. I'm not saying Cam Ward's not good. What I am saying is Cam Ward was not good enough to go to the NFL fucking last year. He had to transfer. He's on his third school. I'm not knocking it. I like Cam Ward, but what I'm saying is the logic does not line up with the reasons that he said that. They're on the road. Bitch, we play very well at Seminole Hard Rock. And Notre Dame implodes in November every year. And then he said Florida, that he can't even really mention. So, like, really, your whole crux of your argument, you destroyed yourself. But you had to go in and take the jab. Take the jab. Well, they're still crying. I don't know if they've used up enough of their tears and stuff about the college football snub. What player have you heard? What coach have you heard, unless asked about, even fucking discuss that? This is how you should know it's not about fact-based opinions, but it's about riling up the fan base, because the only people who talk about that is Kirk Herbstreit, your stupid ass, and our fan base. Because rightfully so, as a fan, you deserve 365 days of passivity. I don't even know if that's a word, but being fucking pissed off. You deserve that. Now, once the season fucking starts, all right, man, get over that shit. But the players ain't worried about that shit. And if anything, the first real test per this rankings is fucking Clemson. Even though it's at home, but Clemson's a top 15 ranked opponent right now. And they are fucking good. And out of all the teams that you've named, Clemson does have our number. Mind you, same Notre Dame team that we're playing is the same Notre Dame team that Florida State took into, I believe it was at least one overtime, might have been two. It should have won that game. With a better coach than Brian Kelly, which Mike Norvell has whooped his ass 2 times in a row. And though I do enjoy an African-American coach, I love the coach at Notre Dame, I am taking the Umar approach. He's got a white wife, so we need to beat the fuck out of him. Just joking. I do want to beat the fuck out of him if his wife was black. I want Mike Norvell to beat him so bad that they think Mike is racist. Like they have to, like, it's like run up the score if we can. They've got a man. You know what? That seemed racist. I want people to feel that about Mike. I would know white Mike has done his job if we get to that point. But in all of this guys, we got to stop falling for the bait for ESPN. They're going to talk about us, 1, because we're in this lawsuit, 2, because it's low-hanging fruit, 3, because everything is driven by in the mainstream is driven by clicks. You want to know why FSU media consistently ask every committed recruit, Are you planning on decommitting, or are you planning on going? Or are you looking at any other schools? Because they know that is your heartbeat, and that's what's going to get you to click, and what's going to get you to continue to talk and stimulate conversation. We're a hornet's nest. You throw a rock at a hornet's nest, you know what's going to happen, and bitch is going to come out and try to sting you. These people want your stingers inside of them. I phrased it that way so that you can start feeling weird about this shit. They want to put you, they want you inside of them and their thoughts. They want to control you that way. So don't let them control you. And just always remember, we got the Lane Kiffin gave the best burn. I think it's one of the ones I sent you, Miles, was Lane Kiffin. This is really how we approach any of them. And I don't want to talk about the fake Italian looking dude that you just posted up there, because he's weird. But yeah, that's the Lane Kiffin one right here. When in doubt, anybody posts anything Paul Feinbaum related, just remember, you're not that far off from being Paul Feinbaum. Just become a professional hater. And this is what Paul Feinbaum, the whole resume summed up right here by my guy Lane Kiffin.
But I was going through deep depression over this incorrect guilt that you tried to lay on me, which preceded that move. Had something to do with Southern California.
Oh, yeah. When you got me fired at USC, I got myself fired at USC, but you didn't help.
It's a better story if I got you fired.
You really did. Because it is a true story that the athletic director and the president were on that trip. We were playing that night, and you were on College Game Day, and you had to make your big splash, and they were watching it, because I know the other person in the room that was watching it with them, and you said what a joke I was, and I'm the Miley Cyrus of college football coaching, and I should be fired. And they looked at each other, and later that night I was fired.
Yeah, by the way.
So, but hey, look what happened. I would have never gotten to work for Coach Saban. All these other things wouldn't happen. So I appreciate you for helping getting me fired. Thank you.
Look at what you're doing today. You're predicted to go to the play. And look at Miley Cyrus. She's had a nice comeback.
So you're wrong on that. I mean, you put me down with that. So really, I don't really know what you're good at. Like you predicted that Coach Saban was done. That didn't happen. You basically said Miley Cyrus stinks, and she's still going.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's always great to be ridiculed by Lane Kiffin here at SEC Media.
I mean,
that was so awkward.
Sometimes you just got to be calm and just be like, "What have you accomplished in life?" It's kind of like what Jalen did to Skip Bayless, when he just basically said, "You averaged 2." Was it Skip Bayless or was it Stephen A. Smith that he did it to? No, Stephen A. Smith, when he looked up his whole record, you averaged 2 points a game in college at Winston-Salem State. Or when Richard Sherman told Skip Bayless, "I'm better in life than you. I've accomplished more than you'll ever accomplish." Sometimes you just have to step back and just reflect and just look at the people that you're encountering and say, "I'm winning in life while you're just a loser." And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not called being arrogant. It's not arrogant if it's factual and if it's a retort. And I think that's what we have to he called him Water Pistol Pete. That's funny. But remember, a lot of these real talk, a lot of these talking heads, the only difference between you and them is that they have a battery behind them. Paul Feinbaum's ugly ass got ESPN behind him. I'm not even going to Josh Pate is just, I don't know. Josh Pate just bows down and grabs trial for anybody that's going to get him clicks at this point. I don't know a lot of these other people. The only person that I kind of like now is Carl Reed, and that's because I'm in a group chat with him, and some of the stuff he says makes sense. But what's the I almost called him the hard F. The fruity dude that we were talking about in Oklahoma. I don't like him. Fuck him with Magic's dick. JD Piquel or whatever you say his name, stupid. Pate, stupid. Feinbaum, stupid. The difference between you and these guys, they have somebody behind them. If you feel free to just as America, just say random ass, stupid ass takes. And you'll either be rewarded or you'll be bashed. But the one thing I'll give them all props is you got to have thick skin to be in this position. Because if you don't believe it, go read some of the fucking YouTube comments. Just mine. You ain't got to read theirs. Read mine. And you gotta make sure. That's why you don't read. But on that note, appreciate you guys went over. Did a lot of good talking. Next show we will dive into some Miami stuff. We'll dive into a little bit more FSU things. FSU's ranked top 10 in most preseason polls. How do you feel about that? again, I think maybe I don't like being ranked high unless I know what the team has. I like being able to earn it. And at the end of the day, there's only one goal now because of the 12-team playoff. Win conference and you're in the playoffs. That's the most important thing. So on that note, appreciate you guys for all chopping it up with me, and we will see you guys next time.